I'm sending you all home. I signed up for a final poem. For those that are willing to hear it, I got it for you. Let's leap into it. So, as I've said many times, I made this book. And this book I've now downloaded. I know it. I've downloaded this book, and it now exists on here. This is your red pill. And tonight I offer you all a choice, a red pill or a blue pill. And here it is. The poem of the night is Rat Race. My head is pounding. My head is pounding from drinking too much last night and tonight and probably tomorrow night. So of course I woke up late. I had to get up for work. And I skipped breakfast because who needs to eat? And just so I could get to work just a little less late. I come into the office behind a slew of apologies. It's just pathetic white noise, or as I discovered today, brown noise. And I put just an excuse on top. And my boss is this asshole, just this macho military type. He just degrades me just to feel better about his failing marriage. Fuck him. Not only does he work more than he spends time with his family, but he's also sleeping with a few of my coworkers. And those fucking coworkers, they're just trying to get an edge up on me. Just another rung in the company ladder. The macho man has to show me who's boss. He has to show me who's boss. Calling me out to come up in front of everyone for the punishment of being late. 50 push-ups. We're really down in my boss's shallow depths. He wanted to just show off, pushing my weak attempt aside. He busts out all 50 push-ups himself, resting just long enough to wink at each of the women he's cheating on his wife with. To compensate, he gives us all more work than we could ever possibly complete in a day. And a burst of rage comes over me. And then, ding, my phone goes off. Just another notification, just a distraction from the rage. And I better check that. It's Instagram. I gotta check it. Except, no way, it's a cute girl. She liked one of my photos. Oh, wait. She's got an OnlyFans link in her bio. It might as well be junk, man. Ding! Another notification. It's my buddy who I got drunk with last night. He sent me a meme from We're the Millers. You know that movie where the drug mule smuggles weed across the border from Mexico? We're the Millers. And the meme is saying when that drug dealer gets his hair cut, right? And he wants to look just like he gets up at 5 a.m. every day just to commute to his bullshit job, where his jag-off boss expects him to kiss his balls all day, just so he can keep his ungrateful, screaming kids decked out in Dora the Explorer shit, and his wife on her fat ass watching self-help videos until the day he gets the courage to put a shotgun in his mouth. And I can't help but laugh. I mean, how you have to laugh at a meme. Because in a sick way, these memes reflect the worst parts of our lives back at us. And there's plenty more where that came from. Every ding on my phone is feeding my addiction for self-destruction. Instead of raging against the machine, I heap it on the mound of shit that I'll think about right before I'm trying to go to sleep tonight. Okay. Enough shit. I just got to get to work. Just got to get to work so I can look like everybody else. I just need to focus, get to work. And that'll clear my mind of any original thoughts. Then I'll look the part. Just another mindless nobody endlessly doing just another fucking rat. Racing in this competitive corporate maze. At least I'm just like everybody else. Normal. Please, 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 please correct me if I am wrong, but isn't normal getting up for work at 5 a.m.? Isn't normal just getting in the car that you're still paying off? Driving through traffic just to get to a job that you need to pay for the clothes and the car and the screaming kids and the drinks. Oh, the drinks that'll help you forget how shitty your life got. Oh, and most importantly, that house that we leave vacant all day just so we can afford to live in it. And we call that normal. What a sick society. It's bad enough, but it could sure get worse. Not that those zombie apocalypse movies will ever show us any of that. They make it seem like the end of the world is some fun thriller. But these zombies are real. They live amongst us. And they will be the remnants of the materialist people. And I guess we were zombies all along. Ghosts crying out from the nameless miseries of the numberless mortals. Humans. We might as well be cattle, the new cattle. I mean, we already behave like cattle. Following the herd, eating past the point of full, to the point where we're just gorging ourselves. Humans may be the only source of meat left. Then we'd really be fucking zombies. I mean, no one really farms anymore. No one grows plants or vegetables, and surely no one eats them. I mean the real kind of farming, with hands in the soil, singing to the plants, all of it. There has never in the history of our planet, of any species or civilization, been a corruption of farmers. Real farmers, the people that put their hands in the soil, water the plants, listen to the birds. They don't get corrupted. And why? Why? I mean, it's a phenomenon that no age nor nation has furnished an example. Because those who labor in the earth are the chosen people of earth. And earth gives its access to its sacred fire, to that holding place of virtue, to the beauty of life. We've crossed this crossroads where vice meets industry, and it's suffocating our precious virtue. Ambition, it's the ladder to corruption. While we have land to labor, then let us never see our citizens occupied at a factory assembly line or behind a computer. Because it is only contact with the American land that provides the necessary regenerative force to guarantee virtue in our country. But we are well past these words of our founding fathers. They almost don't even make sense to us anymore. I mean, come on. We are now reaping the collapse of virtue. Creators of our own destruction. Each of us a small part in a worldwide nightmare. Just a single cog in a machine world, just another brick in the wall. a cancerous prey with no predator. Unless you consider the one word that people say more than, I don't know, COVID. Our tiny, itty bitty little predator. And it's been the catalyst for our own destruction. We've been building walls of screens between us like we used to build white picket fences. This rat race used to look like men eating lunch on the beams of skyscrapers with a happy family and a white picket fence to go home to. But now, the rat race looks like neon fast food chains, charging more and offering less. It looks like alcohol and gasoline abuse, just to chase the ghosts of followers and fans, views and likes, just enough screens so that everyone can look at 3 screens at once. Together, we have built walls of screens between us, and thank you for COVID for making that mandatory. The great human beings of Earth are reduced to nobodies. Nobodies with a view of screens, just a watcher trading away their identity, their sense of self, reduced to insects swarming to the light that blinds us day and night. And we can't even see the stars. I mean, that is if we ever chose to look up. Instead, we're busy bathing in the lights, swimming through the white noise, the buzz of machinery, and the TV series on repeat. Racing toward a poison that remains out of reach. A poison that tastes like a forgetful nothing. Like a cocktail of greed and ambition, like a shotgun in our mouth. Our dreams, people. Our dreams, they have an expiration date. And the fear, it starts to kick in after a certain age, and it complicates. Imagine what we could create, not participants of the freaking rat race. If y'all would just stop. If I would just stop complaining about how shitty it all is. If we would just stop talking and buying and selling. Stop running. Stop racing. Stop buying. Just long enough to see the beautiful miracles of Earth. Instead of fantasizing about going to another planet, about flying away to Mars, about running away from our problems. Now let me just tell you about the next planet that we want to infect with humans. It nearly takes a year of space travel to get to a red, freezing dust storm where the air is not breathable, nor are there any plants that grow because it's -80 on a good day. Which means that there's no liquid water on the surface, while the frozen water underground is poisonous. But no need to tell me of the plan, right? The plan, we'll just nuke it. We'll just nuke Mars, and that'll make it hospitable for humans. Just like humans, we go with cameras first, and then we come with nukes. Dumbasses with power are still just dumbasses. If y'all would just stop racing just long enough to realize the miracles of Earth. The fresh air, that sound of the buzz at sunset, that heavenly feeling when the sun hits your skin after you get out of the water. Why are we running away from this place where we have evolved to thrive in? We could instead be running towards nature to reconnect and to embrace our mother Earth. There There is treasure out there waiting to be found. Treasure buried in the earth with seeds so that you can replant your virtue. So you can be thankful and grateful again. So that you can be happy again. So you can dig in the earth, plant something that grows, so that you can retire from this rat race. Because you all are enough. Enough lights. You all, every one of you, are enough. I see you out there. You are enough. Please let that sink in. Please understand that you are enough. Really, really. You are enough. You already have all of the conditions to be happy. You already have bought enough stuff. Now, just remember that the wisdom is in the trees and not the glass windows. I gotta wonder, are we headed towards heaven or are we headed towards hell? As Morpheus once asked, are you ready to wake up from the matrix? Are you ready to wake up? To reconnect with the natural world? Neo, you, every one of you, behind the name that the matrix gave you, I call to you with words of utter truth. I'm a messenger from the crossroads that you all have been putting off. We all have been plunged into the future, surpassing the threshold of all the stuff humans have made and all the stuff nature has made. Let that sink in. The trees weigh less than the buildings. We have made more stuff that weighs more than the stuff that was here. We've passed that threshold. We are plunged into the future. And this is the crossroads I speak of. We've gotten this far by caring for our future generations. And now this crossroads I speak of is just two simple questions. Nature or cities? Red pill or blue pill? Heaven or hell? Now, be grateful. Please be grateful. Because we are born into a time when the choice is still yours to make. Right? And the choice is still possible. You see, this time is fleeting. Humans have lived on Earth for thousands of generations with the mindset of supporting future generations. That we borrow this land that we stand on from our children. And this mindset, it's all but eroded. When friends became screens, when teachers became screens, when parents became screens. If you tell me, would you choose to live a life in the virtual world instead of living on Earth? Like everyone that's come before me? If you ask me that, right? If you ask me, do you want to live in the VR world or on Earth? I would say, fuck no! I'm not living in a VR world. Fuck that shit. I want to swim and dance and play and make love. I want to live on Earth. But if you ask the faltering generations that are going to come after us, those that are really absent of virtue, those that are suffering, if you ask them, will you live in a VR world, in an escape, in a vacation year-round, 365 all the time? Their answer, generation after generation, is going to get closer and closer to fuck yes. Please. I've been waiting for an escape from this doings made hell. Now is the time to choose for yourself before the choice is made for you. Red pill or blue pill, heaven or hell.
Green pill.
Red pill, blue pill. Anyone want to make a choice?
Red pill forever.
I haven't seen the movie. It's there for anyone.
Don't steal the red one. No, he's stealing.
Wake up and be free.
Maybe you like that.
set up the drum kit originally before it got moved and stuff?
I think it was Johnny. Or you mean tonight or?
No,
before?
no, just previously before.
Aaron probably Aaron or actually David G does a lot of
No shit.
that shit. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you know him, right?
Yeah, I jammed with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes in and sets up the drums sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have him come in again. It was real comfortable where it was, and now it's all.
Yeah, David, he spends a lot of time on it.
Yeah,
I think
it does, and
it's
it
awesome.
fucking pays off.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, he's usually here. I see him on Wednesday nights. Usually he comes in and like chills for like the night. And shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fucking sick jamming, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That was fun. We got a bunch of metal shit to fucking jam with. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a lot of like dudes that play heavy shit that can like stay on tempo.
Oh, that's like, you know, both of those are like a given. For like it has to be.
Yeah,
Like, it has to be.
right.
It has to.
No, your shit is solid, dude. And fucking
Hell
hella
yeah.
good.
No, good. Thank you.
Played with a lot of dudes. Like our band, the Pretty Pills, had fucking 6 drummers, I think, since we moved here.
Oh yeah.
And then we had the metal band that I'm in right now was in our rock band for a while until we got our
Yeah, dude. It's like you gotta sell it. Like you gotta do it.
yeah, for real, man. No, I can tell you. So this amp seems to be working pretty good like this. I think I dig this the best so far.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this mic's alright. I'll get it probably in Sennheiser or something for just gonna see what this sounds like in the house.
Sounds tight.
Sounds fucking sick.
Fucking very cool.
Voice responses and shit on it.
It helps me hear it a lot better.